And Danielle, in terms of recreation, you could go outside because the smoke is cleared.
Yes, so we had air quality health index was so much better today for all of southern Alberta. We went from moderate to low in Calgary, so nice breathable air, which is fantastic. Came at a little bit of a price and may still come at a bit of a price in the sense of, yes, we had some rain. We had a cool day yesterday. We had the wind direction shift, but all that started to weed out all that smoky air. 24 degrees is the temperature right now. This left us with a really nice day. Over the past hour, we did have some rain in the north end, and we do have the potential for thunderstorm activity and certainly some showers right up until about midnight tonight. Winds will be gusty at times up to 40 kilometers per hour. Tomorrow, another nice one. Air quality health index low once again, and the risk of thunderstorms, especially after 1 p.m. Your 24-hour forecast is brought to you by Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. Find more than what you're expecting at Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. Ian?
Well, we are looking ahead to a nice Father's Day weekend, but in the meantime, there is some active weather in some parts of Alberta.
Yeah, and I do want to mention the storms that happen out there today. These are storms to take seriously. They're getting out of control pretty quick in some communities. In fact, there's a tornado watch in place just to the north of Drumheller. I'm going to show you that in just a second. In Calgary, though, it's quiet. We had a couple showers in the northeast end an hour ago or so, but yeah, it's pretty quiet here, but still the potential of thunderstorm activity over these next few hours because it is so unstable out there. When we look downtown, 23 degrees, 24 at the airport, 25 at Winsport. What a beautiful day for Calgary. A nice day for golf, in fact. Get your daily dose of greens at Serenity Golf Club, just 20 minutes east of Calgary. Looking at temperatures, this is where we have the pocket of warm air. So in those mid-20 range, Calgary, Brooks, Medicine Hat, Lethbridge, a little cooler, low 20s for Medicine Hat and Milk River. But this is one of the hotter spots in the country. And in fact, as you can see, definitely the hotter little pocket in the entire province because it's much cooler. Other communities, Banff, 10 degrees, for example, and up to the north, much cooler. All right, let's talk about the watches and the warnings that are in place. And here is where we have the tornado watch in place. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning just north of Drumheller. Again, rotation is possible with some of these cells. Also, large size hail, damaging winds around 100 kilometers per hour when some of these cells push through. And that's anywhere really in southern Alberta, the possibility. But where we have the watch in place is up through Medicine Hat area, Brooks, over Cochrane's included in this, Chestermere, Strathmore is included in this, and then up the QE2. So this is one of those active days where we have just enough heat in many communities to be able to pump up this active weather, and it is so unstable, and all the other factors are in place. So here are the cells that are rolling through. This is the one right now that is causing some concern. Certainly some larger size hail is likely associated with this. This is tracking towards the northeast and closer to the Drumheller area. For Calgary, it's pretty quiet. Again, we did have that thunderstorm develop just outside of Calgary, but we also have instability behind this. Again, smaller chance of getting thunderstorm activity in Calgary, but there is still a possibility up until about 9 o'clock tonight, and there is a cell headed towards the Medicine Hat area. This one could be producing some smaller size hail. Okay, looking at the futurecast, unstable for tonight. Tomorrow, it looks like the rainfall in the morning hours will be up the QE2, but Calgary will likely remain dry. And then later in the day, the possibility of thunderstorms once again, anywhere between 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. And some of these cells could be quite decent and produce some larger size hail as well. So keep your eyes on the sky over these next couple of days, because then we get back into that same pattern for Sunday as well. Smoke has cleared out. Air quality health index is and will remain at low for now and for the rest of the weekend. And as you can see, temperatures will remain in the 20s with late day thunderstorms possible.
So we've had an emergency alert, which indicates that things are getting more serious.
Yeah, we talked about the tornado watch that was in place near Drumheller area, and now some areas have been upgraded to a tornado warning. And you can see in the darker red there. So east of Drumheller, east of Big Valley, towards the Hannah area, this is where I'm just going to pop in the cell here. And this is the cell as of note. This is because there's likely some rotation with this one, and there have been already some reports. So heads up in those areas. Again, this is one of those days to take these storms seriously because rotation is possible tornadoes are possible, and in many cases that larger size hail and damaging winds. For Calgary, we're not looking at any of that activity, but we do have the small chance of thunderstorm activity for the rest of today and a great chance for Saturday and for Sunday later in the day with highs around 22. Ian?
Danielle Savoni joins us now to another developing story. Danielle, you're tracking some severe weather.
Yeah, let's go straight to where we're seeing the most active weather and the most dangerous weather, and it's this pocket right here. In the more transparent red, this is where there's a tornado watch in place. And in this darker red here, this is where we do have a tornado warning. When you look at the radar and you look at the signature here, the hook echo, so we're getting that signature on the radar. There have been reports of tornadic activity, and this is what's passing through. I want to show you where this is tracking so I can give you a heads up. Again, lots of lightning with this. I'm going to pop out the lightning so you can get a better idea. So this is now tracking. It's mainly tracking east, but starting to shift a little bit towards the northeast. This is why it's hard about where to issue the warnings for a storm like this. But if you look south of Castor and Hannah, in between here, this is where we're looking at the most dangerous weather. Again, tornado possible, larger size hail also coming with this, and huge wind gusts up to 100 kilometers per hour. So Sullivan Lake, Garden Plain, Spondon, heads up. Take cover for this one. This is a serious storm, absolutely. Now for us here in Calgary, we did not see any active weather. We saw a few showers in the northeast end, but we still have the potential of seeing some thunderstorm activity, not to the level that they're seeing in the other areas though. That possibility for showers and thunderstorms lasts until about midnight tonight, and then starting the day off quiet for tomorrow in the afternoon between 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. We have the risks of showers and thunderstorms in Calgary tomorrow. Cam?
All right, checking in with Danielle once again. What's happening now out there?
Yeah, let's go right to where we're seeing the most active weather. And things have changed with regards to location, but still a tornado warning in place, still that signature on the radar. And you can see it's right here in the darker red. I'm going to focus on this area a little more in just a second. In the more transparent red, I'm going to step out of the way. This is where we have the tornado watch in place because there are a couple other cells outside of the one that's already have been reported of producing a tornado. So we also, oh, you can see that just shifted now. So as this system shifts off to the east, we have the tornado watch dropping, but the warning is still in place. Big Valley, Morin area, they're under a severe thunderstorm warning. That's in the orange, and everywhere else that you can see there under the yellow is a severe thunderstorm watch. This is the cell that we are looking at that has the reports and has the potential and is showing that radar signature of the hook echo and has been over the last little bit here. So this is all the lightning associated with this cell. You can see it's just south of Castor at this point. So I'm going to pop out the lightning so you can see the system or the cell right here. Garden Plain, Spondon area at this point, tracking mainly east, but now sort of towards the northeast. So Coronation, you may even see some of this activity as well. This is definitely a cell to take seriously if you live in this area. Definitely get indoors and get to a safe spot because, yes, not only just the thunderstorm and the tornado aspect, but also large size hail and very strong wind gusts with this one and huge downpours. A lot of activity going on, not to the severity of the one we just talked about, but up the QE2 towards the Red Deer area, these cells were producing hail. But now that is since starting to die out, but still a decent storm just south of the Red Deer area along the QE2. And then let's track further to the south. We did see some decent cells that were moving just south of Medicine Hat, just clipping the Medicine Hat area. And for us here in Calgary, it's pretty quiet. We have the chance of a thunderstorm over these next couple of hours, but as you can see, there's nothing tracking towards us right now, and we just had some isolated showers in the northeast end a few hours ago. Here's where we have the heat in the far southeast corner, so temperatures in the 20s, but everywhere else you can see things have cooled down as a lot of these cells have burned through. Futurecast showing you that as we head into tomorrow looks like rain up the QE2, but Calgary should be mainly sunny. for the morning hours. And then once again, we have the potential for thunderstorm activity, Calgary included in this, anywhere from 1 p.m. until about midnight. And we may get some decent cells roll through closer to that 9:30 hour. Let's quickly talk about Father's Day. Sunshine for the morning. If you want to take your dad golfing, do that earlier on, because then by 3 o'clock we have the potential for thunderstorms in Calgary, up the QE2, off to the east as well. Looking at that longer range forecast, temperatures will remain in those low 20s for the next couple of days. Air quality good. And for Father's Day and even Saturday, the chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon and late day hours.
Thanks very much, Danielle. It's Trending Friday.
Okay.
Time to let loose, get wild, like no one is watching.
Okay.
Face first into the bath. This elephant calf is loving it.
I'm going to do that when I get home.
And you have two little ones. You should let them do it too.
No.
Yeah, they love it. The cleanup afterwards especially. I want to think that's mom who's just watching on very happily at that little one. And so this video was taken at an animal sanctuary in Thailand. Has nearly 4 million views.
What a day.
All right, Neil Peart, Dave Grohl, Stuart Copeland, arguably some of the best musicians, rather drummers in music.
Yeah.
Then there's Callum. Callum, who's not even 2, is an Instagram sensation with millions of views. Danielle, he's been air drumming since he was just 2 days old.
I find it fascinating how such a cute little person, such as Callum, can get so into one thing and be so good at it at such a little age.
Well, here's a full disclosure. Mom is a singer and dad is also a musician. So he's just born with it.
Well, it's impressive.
And in honor of Father's Day this Sunday, a few bad dad jokes.
Oh.
What has 5 toes but isn't your foot? My foot. What do you call a moose with no name? A nanny moose.
What do you call a French guy that wears sandals? Philippe Philop.
They're so good because they're so bad.
Yeah.
Just want to wish all the dads out there a happy Father's Day.
Happy Dad's Day. Get some laughs out there.
You need them. You need them. Good stuff. All right.
All right, your Skywatch weather camera, and in Calgary, it is quiet compared to what's been going on around us in parts of the province. I have an update for you with regards to people who live around Coronation area, for example. Let's talk about this. So we did have a tornado warning in place earlier. That has since been dropped. So for areas around, well, let's just go backtrack and Spondon, Kirkpatrick Lake, Garden Plain, all of these areas were under a tornado warning. This has since been dropped, but as you can see in the red here, this more transparent red, there is still a tornado watch in place for all of these areas. Still the potential, but the cell that has been passing through has been downgraded and is no longer producing tornadic activity and rotation. We're not seeing that signature on the radar. So at this point, but we are looking at these 2 cells that have joined up. So it's going to be interesting to see what that does. So you can see one tracking in from Youngstown area, and then these ones that we're tracking in that were producing potentially tornadic activity. So these ones have aligned, met up, and now headed towards the Coronation area, the Veteran area, potentially even Consort. So heads up to you. Again, rotation is possible. Not as likely anymore with these, as you can see, but hail is possible, larger size hail, strong wind gusts, big downpours. Okay, we're going to take a quick dance around. This cell is mainly out, but we still have some activity up the QE2, basically from Carstairs and up. Again, these ones less severe, but still, of course, this is the day to take that seriously. There's the lightning with that smaller size hail possible. Medicine Hat, or south of Medicine Hat, has cleared out, and for Calgary, we're doing okay, but there's still the potential for showers and non-severe thunderstorms in Calgary right up until about midnight tonight. Okay, looking at Salmon Arm for tomorrow, 23 thunderstorm activity possible. You can see that possibility, Rocky Mountain House, Red Deer and south down the QE2 once again over to the east as well. We are looking at potentially another active day for tomorrow afternoon. 25 for Lethbridge, 25 for Medicine Hat, and looking at the 10-day trend, we will remain in those 20s for at least the next 5 days.
Thanks, Danielle. One last update on the weather, Danielle.
Yeah, okay, let's go to radar here. And the cell we were talking about earlier, no longer producing tornadic activity. The tornado warning has been dropped, but still a watch in place. And these cells are headed towards Coronation, Veteran area. Could come with some larger size hail, some really good downpours and strong wind gusts. Arikana and up, as you can see here, to Olds and up the QE2. Less severe thunderstorms, but still some rolling through. And for us in Calgary, small chance of seeing anything. For Father's Day specifically, around the supper hours, we have a very good chance of thunderstorm activity. So if you're planning a barbecue for Dad, keep that in mind. Weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your budget style in Alberta's climate. And this one, Michael and Tirasano of today. Look at that shot.
Beautiful shot with those storm clouds. Indeed. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon and have a great weekend.